Hey kids, welcome back to Worth the Spin. I'm your host, Just Jack. It's just me. Alrighty, we're going to take a look at some new additions that I picked up here recently. Nothing really super exciting, but some new things. And yeah, that's what we're going to look at. So first one we're going to get right off the bat. As you guys know, you saw my last video. I did a little review-ish on the Boys of Dungeon Lane. Listened to it 5 more times this morning. And yeah, just can't get enough of it. It's a fantastic album. Definitely on the top 10 of Paul McCartney albums for sure. So I went ahead and everybody sold out pretty much of it. So couldn't find a regular black one. So I decided, you know what, I got 2 of the silvers. I'm going to go ahead and open one up because I'm keeping one for myself anyway. The other one's just for like trade further down the road maybe. So it doesn't really matter. So anyway, we've seen the cover. In case you haven't seen the contents, we'll give you a little rundown. This is the back cover, by the way. Has all your songs on there, and they're written in cursive, and they're kind of hard to read. But I think we went over them last time anyway. So comes with a few items. Let me on package. And I believe everyone's slightly different. There was a gatefold, and I missed my chance to get that. I just couldn't decide. There's so many versions of this thing, and really, I think I bought plenty now, but there's more. I kind of like the head to gatefold, but I kind of like I had the yellow one, missed out on that, and I kind of like so it's a long rabbit hole of variants. So this is your inner sleeve, and I'm pretty sure everybody's pretty well seen all this by now, but this is the inner sleeve. It comes with the silver one. So the collage, and I believe this is the collage that is the gatefold that was available from McCartney.com. This is your lyric book, and this is the print. Oh, sorry. This is the print that they had the like 8x10, 12x12, whatever painting of that they were giving away at the listening events. It's this. So this is what it looks like. It was done. It was a print. It was done in paint, so it's a little brighter, a little different. But this is exactly what the picture was that you would have won had I won, which I did not. Inside is just lyrics. So we put some money into this package this time, and some of them are, it's cursive style. It's cool. I always like when they do this kind of stuff, but it is hard to read it. Makes it hard to read it. So, and then you get a card, and I don't remember how many. I think I heard there's maybe 5 different ones of these little cards that come in with the records. So there's a different one in like every version, I think, or something. So if I open the other ones up when I get them, I should get one, except for the Third Man Records one. You get nothing with that but the record itself in a plain white sleeve. So that's just the way Jack White does it. So that's the contents of that. And yeah, I listened to it like 4 more times this morning, and I don't sleep, as you know. So yeah, it's a great album. And this is your silver vinyl that was only available at a listening party if there was one in your town and you went to it. So it's pretty cool. Probably my favorite of the variants, I guess, is the silver. But I don't plan on opening none of the other ones up. And I'm not going to listen to them. They're the exact same album, so no need to do that. So there's that. Next thing I found this while I was waiting at one of the listening parties. This is John Lennon sings the great rock and roll hits of Roots. So this is an album that came out. It was like a mail order thing for a little while, and it got pulled. And I think there was like 2,000 or 3,000 copies or something that was actually still got out into public. And then the rest of these, when you find them, are usually bootlegs. It's a bootleg if you don't see John's shoulders down here. It's like the naked part of one of his shoulders would be down here. If you see one with that cover, then it's an original. This one. The odd thing about this one is you could see it was folded. If you look, you can see the rest of it was folded under when they put the back slick on. So it's interesting. But it's still not an original though, because Well, actually, the back cover does not give you a lot of notes because it's the bootlegs are supposed to be blurry in the writing in here, and this is not. This is all clear. So this is a very good bootleg. The main thing is the fact that, you know, John, this doesn't come down a little bit further, and you see John's shoulders right there. So that's the main thing. And then the record itself is a pretty good copy of the original. So far, I believe the original, the label was a little lighter, it was a lighter orange, kind of a pale orange, I think. I seen one years ago. It was silly money. I wouldn't pay that for it. This is basically early takes from Rock and Roll from 1975. It wasn't finished, and for the most part, and this is kind of that. So I'm not a big fan of that in particular album. So, you know, you've had the same tracks on her: Bebopalula, Ain't That a Shame, Stand By Me, Sweet Little 16, Rip It Up, Angel Baby. So it's the same stuff on here. And this is just like, I don't know, a month or so before Rock and Roll came out, and then John speeded up Rock and Roll to get it out to stop, you know, sales of this thing. So it's good. Like I said, I'm not a big fan of the Rock and Roll album. So it's just, you know, the Beatles always picked really good songs from the 50s and 60s to do covers of, and I enjoy their versions of them. I do, but for some reason, Rock and Roll just did not gel with me. I'm not crazy about most of the songs that's on there, and they just didn't do nothing for me. I don't know. All right, next up, this one here I found. This one's cool. I've seen this in a shop before, and it was a lot more than what I paid for this. And there's more in this series, but I haven't found them. I would like to get them if I can. And this is the Please Please Me. So this was a 30th anniversary deal. I'm trying to keep the glare off, sorry. 30th anniversary deal. And the thing is with this is it is on a purple capital label. And like I said, it was part of the 30th anniversary deal. It's A side. There's your B side, and you see the Polyphone label is on our symbols on the label there. And they did most of the Beatles most of the Beatles original catalog mono ones in this form, and this is mono. So there's 3 variations of this in particular one, and a few of the other ones. This one I got is the 3rd variation of it. It's just little things, no big things. Just the placement of the reason this is the 3rd variation is pretty easy. It has the apple down there. The other 2 don't have the apple. So it's just slight little things like that. Just a variation in the cover. And when you bought this, if it had this cellophane on, the plastic on it still, it would have a little limited edition black and white sticker right here. And I've seen some of these on Facebook Marketplace sealed, but they want stupid money for them, and I'm not paying that. So yeah, this was $15. This was a deal. I've seen it before, and it was like $60. So this was a deal, and it's like perfectly mint. I mean, it's in fantastic condition. Plays hardly any crackle at all. I know it's always you can make any record look good in the right light when you try to show it on video, but yeah, this thing looks brand new, like it hasn't even been played. I'd like to find the others to have them in the series, but this is the only one I've ever seen. I've only seen this once before in my area, and it was, I don't know, maybe 3-4 years ago, and it was like $65. So, but anyway, I got another one from my Japanese collection to try to. I'm still slowly working on finishing that off. Prices on the Japanese stuff has gone up really, really crazy. I don't know why, but it's like all of a sudden, like I don't know, in a matter of a month or so, they shot up. You used to be able to find these things for $35, $40, $45, and now they're 60, 65, 70, 90, 100 and something dollars. I don't know what the deal is, but so let's let it be. This helps complete my set a little bit more for this. I think I'm probably halfway there. And this is the American, so it has the British flag on there. Now this is the American cover that they used, but they used the British lacquers to make this. Not a great difference in there. Has the red apple, which it had the red apple in the original box set before it was deleted because the box set would fall apart. And this is the record, and it's on Apple. It's got an Apple label. It's a green one. It's your second side. And yeah, I don't know. I'm trying to finish these, but it's something I might give up on for a while because they're stupid priced. You can't find them. No matter where I look or who I talk to, nobody's got them for a reasonable price anymore. It's, like I said, it's like all of a sudden overnight they just shot up crazy price. Something's going on I don't know about. I picked up Revolver. Still working on some of my reissue ones. This is very, very nice cover. Revolver. It's very hard. If you're trying to find revolvers, the back is always a mess. It's just you cannot find a revolver that's in decent condition. It's really hard. So this is in really good condition, and it is a reissue, of course, and it is in the Apple series. And it's beautiful. It looks, I got this off Whatnot, and this was like $7.50. Nobody else like bid on this. Somebody like pre-bid on it for $1, so I pre-bid on it for $7. And somebody came back and did $7.25. So when I went up for auction, I went on there and I did $7.50, and I won it. So yeah, so that's nice. That gives me like, I think I'm only 2, maybe 3 Apple reissues away from having them all in the Apple label. So that's nice. And this one here I picked up. So this one is, I'm not a big fan of picture disc. I've said that before too. I'm just not crazy about picture disc at all. So they had 2 of these. They had one was Stop and Smell the Roses, and the other one was this. And it's Bad Boy, and I'm just gonna leave it. I didn't open it. I'm not gonna open it because I don't really play picture disc. I don't really buy them, but I was there and they had it, and I had the extra trade. I took some trade with me. I had extra trade. I'm like, I'm gonna go ahead and get it. It fills a slot in my collection. So, but I didn't have enough to get this and Stop and Smell the Roses. So I went with this one because it's the harder of the ones, and it's kind of cool. They have this hype sticker on here. This is Ringo Starr Old Wave. Still think it's a fantastic album. That's the front. Again, it's a picture disc. This is your back. And I like the hype sticker it's on here. 1983, after the Beatles. They want to make sure you know that he did this album when he was after the Beatles broke up, I guess. I don't know. Sorry about the glare. I don't have the lights situated right today, I guess. So the hype sticker's right there. That's kind of cool. And that was on the Stop and Smell the Roses one, too. I think there's one. I think there is Ringo the Fourth, maybe, is a picture disc I saw at one point, maybe in this series too. I'm not 100% sure, but I think so. So yeah, so I took some trade down there, and I had extra trade, so figure I'd get it. I'll pick up Stop and Smell the Roses later. These are, it says limited edition, one only pressing worldwide. I don't know how many was pressed in it. I think I read somewhere when I was looking into it, like 2,000, something like that. But that's kind of cool. Fills a hole. All right, and I'm not a CD guy. I'm not a CD guy. But while I was waiting at the one listening party, I was going through their albums. They didn't really have anything of the Beatles, and I was standing over by some of the used CDs. Listening to Paul's album and soaking up the atmosphere. And I hasn't noticed there's a Beatles CD sitting in the front of this rack here on the end, and it was bootleg CDs. So I'm not a big bootleg fan, you know that, and not a big CD fan, you know that. So it's like 2 strikes against it. But I started looking at the track listing of these, and it looked very interesting. And I don't know how many is in the series, but I think there's like 3 or 4 more of these. And I'm going to listen to these. It has some interesting stuff on there, so I'll listen to these, and then I'll kind of make a decision. I might go back and get more. They were only $10, so it's Ultra Rare Tracks Volume 1. This is the first. I got them in numerical order because there's some I had some other songs on there I'd rather listen to first, but I wanted to get them in numerical order. So it says I saw her. So it's like I saw her standing there. Take 2. Says, Please Please Me session continued from warming up. They started great live performance. John makes a mistake with some lyrics, and Paul makes a mistake with some bass lines. One After 909, take 2. From Me to You sessions. Early 60s, Quarrymen, pre-Beatles, released on Let It Be. So this is a version that when they were before they were famous. She's a Woman, take 2. I'm Looking Through You, take 1. If You've Got Troubles, previously unreleased, we know about that one. That's obviously been released. Now, some of these are probably on some of these box sets I got back here. A lot of these don't look familiar, though. How Do You Do It? We've heard that one quite a few times. Penny Lane, basically same version as on Rarity's album, but including dialogue. Mono mix, different mono mix. Strawberry Fields Forever, and it's got a bunch of brackets and some weird stuff going on here. Slower version and faster version. So these would be the two versions John did that he had George Martin mixed together for him. There are 2 takes of Strawberry Fields Forever, previously released version. Consists of A and B, controlled speed, and is also remixed for Me to You. The Fool on the Hill, saw Paul perform solo with the piano, Paperback Writer, beginning with Paul's countdown 1, 2, 3, 4 on the right channel, same as single but different mix. So you can look on the back there if you want. So it's just, that's that kind of stuff. I haven't had a chance to listen to them yet. So it's really nicely done. I mean, it's like a real printed up CD and stuff. And comes with a little book, which doesn't really, not much on the inside of it there, but it's some effort that goes into it. So, somebody may spend some money to make these. So this is copyright 1988, the Swingin' Pig Records. Swingin' Pig. Ultra Rare Tracks Volume 2. I also got that one. They were $10. I said if they're worthwhile, I'm going to go back and get some more. They had another series. It wasn't Ultra Rare Tracks. It was something else, but it had alternate outtakes and stuff like that. And this is the inside book of that. Not really a book. There's not really anything in it. This is the disc. Didn't do that. Probably scratch it. They look brand new. This is also by the Swinging Pig Records and Tapes at your local record stores. Yeah, there you go. So this contains stuff like Can't Buy Me Love. This says it's the best take. There's a place take 3. There's a place take 4. That Means a Lot. Previously unreleased song from Help Sessions. Day Tripper. Instrumental without tambourine or lead guitar. Day Tripper. Starting with Paul's count 1, 2, 3, 4. Basically the same version as previously released. I Am the Walrus. Unedited and long version without strings, bass guitar. Chorbo, I think it probably means vocals, maybe. Or side vocals, maybe not, I don't know. Misery, take 1. Leave My Kitten Alone, we're familiar with that unreleased track. We Can Work It Out. Begins with Paul's 1, 2, 3, 4. Louder keyboards. Apparently a lot of these are alternate versions because Paul says 1, 2, 3, 4. Hard Day's Night. Live performance in the studio. Norwegian Wood. This Bird Can Sing, take 4. John makes a mistake in his acoustic guitar. There's an intro. Says I Showed You. So this is on the rubber. It's the same as that one's on the Revolver box set. I think that's the one where Paul breaks a glass in the studio. That's a complete rundown of what there is on that. All right, again, I'm not a big fan on bootlegs or CDs, but they were $10 a piece. I was there. I was like, I don't know. There's some interesting stuff on there. I'll get it and check it out and see if I like it or not. And we'll see. So I haven't had a chance to listen to them. My CD player's hooked up downstairs, and I don't listen to music much downstairs, just up here. So I don't have one up here. And I meant to listen to them in the truck over the past couple days. I've had them for a couple days. I just haven't gotten around to doing that yet. So I'll get around to doing that. I'll let you know what they sound like. But yeah, they look like quality things. Swinging Pig. I mean, with a studio like Swinging Pig, you can't go wrong, I guess. So there you go. I got notices from FedEx on my two more Paul McCartneys. My one from PaulMcCartney.com, which is the green vinyl, and the Third Man Record one, which is just plain, because a plain sleeve with a hole in the middle of it, get nothing with it. Or supposedly going to be delivered yesterday. I mentioned that in my last video. They didn't show. I got notices early this morning, like 5, saying they will be delivered today by end of day. Now I got a notice saying one will come today, the other one will be here on Monday. It's FedEx, wasting a lot of money. I have other things coming via FedEx too, not records, but I've got some other stuff coming, and apparently they ship them FedEx too, and why wouldn't they all show Monday? So I'm just curious, why would you bring one record today and then bring all those other items for me tomorrow when you could put them all on one truck? I would think 21st century and computer technology, we would say, hey, we're going to this guy's house today. Let's take all this stuff at one time instead of making 2 trips there. But Amazon does the same thing. My wife will order a couple different things. We'll get one, and then a few minutes later, a guy comes up on the porch with another item. So, yeah, I don't know, whatever. If I knew anything about running a business, I'd be running a business, not talking to the phone. Anyway, there you go. There you have it. There you are. That's what I got for you guys. Hope you enjoyed this video. That's all the new stuff. I get the other copies of this. We'll talk about them. It's waiting on FedEx. And then there's the one I have that's sitting in the UK. It'll be a while before I get that, but it's okay. No problem there. And so that's it. That's all I got for you. Thanks for tuning in this video. I appreciate it. Got some new subscribers. Welcome aboard. Thank you very much. I appreciate you guys watching. Appreciate everybody who watches this video and who leaves comments and who subscribes to my channel. Appreciate it very much. I'm going to continue to try to do quality content here for you. Alrighty, so if you like this video, give it a thumbs up. Appreciate that very much. Subscribe to the channel, and I appreciate that very much. Feel free to leave a comment. Love comments. That's what I got for you. Other than that, I know I forgot this last video, but hey, sprinkle a little bit of love out there on everybody today, everywhere you go, because there's not enough love in the world, and we need more. It's getting rough. And if you don't mind, if you have the ability to, and you do not mind, please do something kind for somebody today. Doesn't matter what. Buy them a cheeseburger, buy them a cup of coffee, tell them they look good today, or open a door for somebody, or whatever. There's millions of things you could do. They're just small things that mean nothing to you, but to somebody else, they're huge things that mean the world, especially if they're having a bad day. So knock a couple of those things off the list. Feel good about yourself and make somebody else feel good. That's the point of this world. All right, I appreciate you guys tuning in. Thanks a lot. I hope you enjoyed my little stack of new finds. Taking a road trip here next month. Hitting a few different states, so I'm hoping to hit as many different record stores as I possibly can on the way there and on the way back home. So hopefully I'll find some stuff. My state's kind of, I'm not gonna lie, it's iffy here. So hopefully I'll find something out there. So, all right, that's all I got for you. Thanks for tuning in. Appreciate it, and I will see you guys next video. Take care.